Hi, I'm Kat Miller. Welcome to Passionate Living. Well, when you live on the East Coast, you are ready for anything and everything. I have on about 10 layers and I'm out here in Western New York. We have a big storm coming into Buffalo and we are preparing for it, but this week we are going to do a best of instead of a brand new version of Passionate Living. And these are some of our favorite segments from the previous years. And we're doing this again because we're getting ready to be snowed in for several days and we want to have a new show for you. So today we have a wonderful retro moment of my team going out ice skating for some stress reduction in the winter. As well, we have a wonderful book written by a woman from Western New York talking about refugees, and it is really an amazing story. And finally, we're going to the Carousel Museum, which you are going to love, and we're going to hear about a man who sculpts carousel horses. And it's his passion, and it's our passion today to bring this show to you, even in the freezing cold of winter. All right, welcome to Passionate Living. And ride the carousel, play with the horses, and name them all, even though you don't name them. And Patrick, this horse is amazing.
Thank you.
You've been working on him for how many years?
Well, it's been an expanse of about 10 years.
Right.
But
But
I've done 2 horses.
and this is a big butt.
Yes,
Yeah.
2 horses and a saber-toothed tiger. And I restored the Buffalo Heritage Carousel
Oh, in your spare time.
in my spare time. Well, I work full time.
Yeah.
I'm just recently retired, so
Oh, okay.
yeah.
And you have cars. So
I do
like,
have
you
cars.
You have
I
a lot
have
going on.
a few
too.
cars.
Now, what type of a horse is this?
I work on breed-specific horses. That was never
Okay.
done before. So what I did is I have a Polish Arabian at home, a young Mustang, and this is actually going to be a Morgan.
Oh, I love Morgan.
Yeah, I
horses.
do too.
My very first
yeah.
book was Justin Morgan Had a Horse.
Oh, yes.
Now, you don't name the horses.
No, carousel horses as a rule are not named.
Now, I know that, but do you secretly name them?
I do not. But you know what's nice is the whole environment of the carousel too. You know, you see the little kids and, you know, the memories with your father and
Yeah,
mom when you
yeah.
rode the carousel and growing up. And even now at the museum, I've learned so much from the people that have come in. I've had people that actually worked here in 1912 and 1915 and 1916.
Seriously?
And yes,
Oh
and
my
they
gosh,
told me a
wow.
lot of secrets, and it's just great, you know.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
It is fun.
What a blast. Now,
It
how
is.
did you start this passion for carving? Because you can see, I love that you can see the carving marks here. I thought it would be beautiful, but you say you sand all this
Yeah,
out
that'll
when
be
this is
smoothed down,
finished.
yes. And for me, it's so relaxing, you know. You get out
I
of
can
work
imagine.
and you could just sit down and you just do a little bit or you do a lot, you know. It's fun.
Oh, this is beautiful. And I love, now tell me about his mouth. I love that you have it just a little twisted there.
Well, yeah, let me show you. What I did is
Ooh.
it
like
comes
The
across.
Godfather
Well,
all
yeah,
over
well,
again.
you know, it would be so hard to work on. Yeah, so what I did is I just have his jaw offset a little bit, you know, like he's frothing, you
Right.
know, just
Right.
like that. And then,
Yeah, he's got that little twist in his
Yeah,
mouth
just a
there.
little-
I kind of like it.
yeah,
Personality.
yeah, yeah. And there,
That's great.
it's done like a puzzle.
Have you ever left that at the bottom of anybody's bed, or?
No, you would do the whole mess, though, wouldn't you? You can ride with me on a carousel. Yes.
All right, I'm excited. We're gonna ride on Carousel. Yes. Well, Ian, this is a pretty cool place. I love every time I'm here.
Thank you. We love having everyone here. So we are the only carousel museum in the world built in the original factory building.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yes.
The only.
The only one.
Wow.
So we actually started building carousels here all the way in 1915.
Right.
And they were built here until 1960.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
It's pretty wonderful.
I love that.
What we also have here is all kinds of different machines and different musical equipment.
Right.
So, well, yeah, like one of our organs here. So the one next to us is a Wurlitzer 50 organ. It's also known as a tabletop organ, so it's really small. And it actually, there's only 12 that were ever made by the Wurlitzer company. These are built and also known as tabletop organs. They're built for children's ride.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
Yeah.
Now, how does this work?
So how it works like our other organs is it will use a paper roll. This paper roll is actually all based on coding.
Now, Ian, how did you end up here? Because you're the curator for this place.
Yeah, I'm the executive director of this place, which
wow.
at a place like us involves the curator and everything is all kind of in one job.
You just change your hats as the day goes on.
Exactly. So I got here because I started as a volunteer. And I fell in love with the place, changed what I wanted to do in life, got a master's degree in museums.
Wow.
Came back and kind of worked through the ladder. So this place is really important to me and is a really awesome place to be. So we really try to showcase all the wonderful things that this place can do. And I'm really proud to be able to do that.
Wow, that's beautiful. I love that. I love that you used your passion for this to, now you're over here full time making a difference and keeping this museum moving forward. Now Patrick earlier was saying that you can't walk in this place without riding the carousel.
Correct. So let's go get a ride right now.
Oh, I'm so excited. All right.
Thank you.
Yes. Oh my gosh, it's the carousel.
It is.
And look who has joined us, Mr. Bill Err. Bill, your family has done a lot to support the museum. This is a great cause. This is an amazing place.
It's a fun place.
It is a fun place. So this is really cool. So now the older horses are on the outside or inside.
Inside, yes. This is a 1916. The outer row is 1916. The inner rows are earlier, closer to 1900.
So your family's been very involved in the
Well,
Carousel
North Tonawanda is
Museum.
great. Yeah, we're going to do more. So it's
That's
a
beautiful.
good community. We really
That's
like it.
beautiful. How beautiful.
At least now you saw the beginning and how they're made, and now you get to
Right.
see the finished product.
Exactly. And I found out that you can actually adopt a horse for a year. So I think Passionate Living needs to adopt a horse. Okay, so let's go look at the black stallion. I think that might be our horse to adopt. Ian, I think we're going to adopt this horse.
Amazing.
We have a new Passionate Living horse, and I want to do a...
Blanket, she's staying over.
Yes, exactly. I want to bond with my horse.
And they would share the details of what they had to escape to come here, gunfire and sneaking over borders, and they don't know the name of the border and they don't know who the bad guys were. They're just a scary guy that came. They don't have the details.
But it's inevitable because humans are curious animals, so they will stare and they will pull attention to you, even though it's just by curiosity.
It wasn't a short, it didn't happen overnight. No, it didn't. This book took several years. 2 years of Saturday morning meetings between the three of us to put this all together.
I'm here today with two amazing women, and the first is Gina Lewis, who wrote this awesome book, and the second is Marty Gorman, who represents a lot of writers in town and is a publisher of these books. And
Yes.
I want to talk with both of you today to hear your stories. And Gina, first, tell me about this book. This is amazing.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much for inviting me here. This book was inspired by the students that I've had the honor of working with throughout my career as an English as a new language teacher. I have worked with students from all over the world that have just been the most inspiring people I have ever met in my life. They're brave, they are resilient, and at the same time, they're just silly, mischievous children, which is just incredible that they can pull that off after escaping from what they had to go through.
So, Gina, how did you come up with the idea for this? You said you work in a school that has a lot of refugee children in the classroom?
I do, and this book really came about because every once in a while in the classroom we're able to have these incredibly unscripted moments where you kind of just let the children have a conversation, and sometimes they start sharing stories about their lives, and you get this sort of peek into where they're coming from and how they ended up here. And I had a few of these moments where a child would share their story, and sometimes it would get a little bit dark, and they would share the details of what they had to escape to come here, gunfire and sneaking over borders, and they don't know the name of the border, and they don't know who the bad guys were. They're just a scary guy that came. They don't have the details, but you would see these little, this fire being lit inside them that somebody else would connect to their story. Somebody else would say, right, I went through something similar, or I came from the same country, or and you would see that this burden was sort of lifted off of them because they were able to connect with somebody else. And a child who had never experienced anything like that, you would see this empathy and this compassion for understanding what their classmate went through.
And this was something that happened over the course of working on the book. It was a discovery that we all jointly made, that it had to be 2 books in one. So it's 64 pages instead of 32, which was what we originally started with. But this is the first front cover, and it represents the refugee children from all over the world. But if you flip the book over just like that, you have the other front cover, and these are the 5 receiving students in all of their diversity. So it literally reads from one side and then reads from the other side, and you end up with the centerfold, which, because we live in Buffalo, we modeled after the Peace Bridge. And it is these children all together.
There's the bridge, okay.
We build bridges, not walls, so.
I love that.
This is your new home. Here we don't build walls, we build bridges. And it reads from both sides. Maria Jose Campos, the illustrator, is Peruvian. And she has been a new student, not knowing the language and experiencing some of what these children experience in different places in the world. She currently resides in Denmark.
Well, what I love so much about living in different places is getting to know different cultures, getting to know different people, and of course, growing in this ever-going journey that I have by living in different places.
That's great. And I know that gave you a special place in your heart for this book, because to some extent, to a big extent, you know what it is to go to a new place, to a new culture, and to feel out of place at first until you get established and learn about the culture and how challenging that can be as a young person.
Yes, and in my case, well, of course, my mobilization was by choice, so it is quite different when one is much more obligated to move because of circumstances that are not because of one person, but because of, it could be violence, it could be politics, it could be so many reasons.
For me, empathy is the goal of the book, and that's why it had to become 2 books in one, not 2 different books.
Right.
Not just the receiving students trying to understand what the refugee students have gone through, but the refugee students understanding what it's like for the receiving students to try and understand how self-conscious they feel and how they came from a place of danger. And to have an opportunity to actually create empathy in children 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old at an impressionable age, it's not just going to be for the refugee students in the classroom, but they'll have the ability to be empathic, to have empathy in other situations throughout their lives. That's why I feel this book is so important.
I always, at the beginning, want to feel that I fit in. because I think it's a part of human nature to, you know, fit in, be part of the group, be part of the crowd. But it's inevitable because humans are curious animals, so they will stare and they will pull attention to you, even though it's just by curiosity. So this double perception of that curiosity and what it entails is, for me, it's very, very interesting because I lived it.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. I was afraid to wear my real clothes to school.
Please don't make my lunch anymore.
Come and join us. Let's play together. Welcome to your new home.
And it's important to note that while we do say it's your journey's end, part of the conversation we want to be had from this book is that it's the end of their physical journey from point A to point B, but the experience continues.
It's the beginning of the rest of their life.
And we have to acknowledge that there might have been there might be some trauma, there might be some suffering. We don't know. They're all figuring it out, and they're doing it, and they're breaking down the barriers and finding ways to connect.
Hello, A Welcoming Story, Gina's book, is now being proactively marketed in the UK.
Now, where can people find the book who are out there?
You know, my pat response to that is wherever books are sold.
Okay.
So you can purchase it locally in any bookstore, many gift shops, but you can also purchase it on Amazon if that's your choice, bookshop. You can purchase it at cityoflightpublishing.com, which we really love because our online sales site is postage is free.
Oh,
there is no shipping.
Nice.
Shipping is free.
So, and it isn't the big
Amazon,
online monsters. So
right.
Again, City of Light Publishing.
cityoflightpublishing.com.
You can buy this wonderful book, no charge for delivery.
Correct.
And I encourage anyone with children to get this book and share it with their child, and teachers to share this in their classrooms. Thank you both so much. This is beautiful. I'm so excited to share this story today on Passionate Living because it's a perfect fit. It's using something that you're passionate about, following that passion, and then using that to make a difference in the world around you, which is what the show is all about, is to highlight people like that. And I just want to say thanks for everything the two of you do to make a difference in the world around you. It's pretty wonderful.
Well, thank
you.
you.
How do you guys expect me to go backwards like this?
Really? Oh my God, I want one of those walkers. No, I want my walker.
No.
So, Rosina, I don't skate.
I know. I don't either.
Oh God.
I got you.
Oh my God.
All right.
I don't think humans were meant to do this. Where? Where are we going? Hold me. Don't let me go.
If you want to, here.
Oh, yeah. Hand it.
Where are we going?
I don't know.
No, we're going straight this way. We gotta go in the direction of the other spaders. Oh God.
You seriously never skated before?
Oh, once a million years ago I took Rosina, but I used her walker. Good soul, son. Good soul, son. I finally figured it out, guys. I got the walker.
Are you really
Are we done?
I'm not done.
Oh,
Are we
I'm
done?
You're done?
I'm done.
She quit. That was so quick. She was quitting before she got out. No. I'm fine. I'm fine.
I don't think so.
I'm going faster than I physically can. Oh crap, I'm gonna hit this person. I swear to God, I'm gonna hit him. My ankles.
Whoa! It's all about balance. All about balance.
Stop!
I'm following you.
Stop following me.
I tailgated her today. It was amazing. Look at her face.
pure disappointment.
Perfect! Perfect! All I wanted. He fell and I got it. My fingers are numb.
Pete, that was a good fall.
Perfect!
See? That was a nice fall.
Oh, whatever.
So as Sophie was behind the camera, which one was your favorite moment?
I liked seeing Kat struggle. It was a little amusing, but refot falling was also funny. Got a little cocky there.
So guys, would you say that this was a successful experiment in like relieving your stress from school and everything this week, Rosina?
I think so.
You think
Pretty
so?
successful.
Yeah. You like watching people fall.
I do.
And it always brings you joy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Well, at least I fell with style.
Debatable.
No, maybe if you don't ice skate, it isn't necessarily stress relief, but I still had a good time anyhow.
Yeah. That was
Yeah. Well, we're doing the close here today with my two dear friends, Phaedra and Catherine, who are snowed in with me from Asheville, North Carolina. And we're hoping you love today's show. You want to say hi, Catherine?
Hello, and help us.
Anything, Phaedra? No.
It's not that cold.
It's not that cold. Spoken like a true teenage girl. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us again today for Passionate Living. Remember to follow us and like us on all of our social media on Instagram, Passionate.Living, our YouTube channel on Thursday night where you can watch a live premiere at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Passionate Living TV. And Facebook is Passionate Living and TikTok is Cat's Passions, CATSPASSIONS. And come follow us, like us, and be a part of our Passionate Living tribe. It really helps us when you support us, and we love having you watch our show. And thanks again from Buffalo. My friends here, and we're going to say goodbye and see you soon.